Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The ceremony will be starting shortly. Please kindly take your seats. Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and graduates. A very warm welcome to SMU and to the opening ceremony of Commencement 2023. My name is Jasmine Lim, a graduate from the class of 2023, and I'm incredibly honored to be your MC this afternoon. Before we begin, I would like to kindly request that everyone please switch your mobile phones to silent mode. Furthermore, we would greatly appreciate your cooperation in remaining seated throughout the event as our photographers capture the most cherished moments of today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, without much further ado, let's welcome the Grand Processional led in by the University Award winners from the class of 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Singapore. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we welcome the Chancellor of SMU, Mr. Lim Chi-on, to officially open this year's commencement. Chancellor, the stage is yours.
On behalf of Singapore Management University, I am pleased to extend my warmest welcome to our distinguished guests, faculty, graduates, and family members. I hereby declare Commencement 2023 open.
Thank you, Chancellor. May we invite everyone to kindly take your seats. Guest of honor, the Honorable Justice Judith Prakash, SMU Chancellor, Mr. Lim Chi-on, SMU Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Eddie Teo, Honorary Degree recipient and former Chancellor of SMU, Mr. J.Y. Pillay, Chairman of the SMU Board of Trustees, Mr. Piyush Gupta, members of the Board of Trustees, SMU President, Professor Lily Kong, SMU Provost, Professor Timothy Clark, senior management, faculty, distinguished guests, the graduating class of 2023, families and friends, and those joining us virtually, a very warm welcome to the commencement ceremony. We're incredibly delighted to have all of you here today as we celebrate the achievements of our graduates. So without much further ado, I would like to invite SMU Chairman, Mr. Piyush Gupta, on stage to share a few words of wisdom with the graduating class. Chairman, please.
Guest of honor, the Honorable Justice Judith Prakash, Chancellor of Singapore Management University, Mr. Lim Chi-on, Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Eddie Teo, former Chancellor of SMU and Honorary Degree recipient, Mr. J.Y. Pillay, members of the Board of Trustees, SMU President, Professor Lily Kong, faculty, staff, and the class of 2023, parents and guests, and anybody else I've left in the whole wide world. Welcome to the SMU Commencement 2023. Today marks a significant milestone in many of our lives, including mine, by the way. This is my first commencement. As we gather here to celebrate the achievements of the class of 2023 and the incredible journey you have undertaken at SMU. As the chairman of this esteemed institution, it is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today. First and foremost, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the faculty members and staff who have dedicated themselves to imparting knowledge, guiding and mentoring our students throughout their time at SMU. Your commitment and passion for education have played a vital role in shaping the bright minds we see before us today. I must also acknowledge the parents who have been able to join us. As a parent, I know that the success of your progeny is as much yours as it is theirs. But most of all, I must congratulate all of our graduates. Today is not just a time for celebration, but a time for reflection as well. Take a moment to reflect on the incredible transformation you have undergone during your time at SMU. You worked tirelessly, overcoming challenges and embracing opportunities, all in pursuit of knowledge and personal growth. You have grown in immeasurable ways. Today, as you stand on the threshold of a new chapter in your lives, I encourage you to always embrace integrity, excellence, and a passion for lifelong learning, and make a positive impact in whichever field you have chosen to build your career. It is my great pleasure to introduce our distinguished guest of honor, Justice Judas Prakash, a true exemplar of excellence and integrity in the legal field. Justice Prakash graduated from the University of Singapore in 1974 and was admitted as an advocate and solicitor in Singapore the following year. Thereafter, she was in private practice until 1992. Starting as a shipping lawyer, she subsequently practiced commercial law in the areas of banking and finance and company law. She joined the Supreme Court as Judicial Commissioner in 1992 and became a High Court judge in 1995. She was awarded the Public Service Medal in 2005 and the Ministry of Education Gold Award for Service to Education in 2014. She was the first woman to be appointed a permanent judge of the Singapore Court of Appeal in 2016 and was inducted into the Singapore Women's Hall of Fame in the same year. In 2017, she was appointed judge of the Dubai International Financial Center courts, where she served on a part-time basis for 3 years, hearing appeal cases. Until 2022, Justice Prakash was the lead judge for arbitration matters. She has sat on many cases involving arbitration issues, both at first instance and on appeal, and is one of the Supreme Court's specialist arbitration judges. Many of her judgments, particularly on arbitration and commercial law, have been influential both domestically and internationally. Justice Prakash has previously served on the advisory board of the Yong School of Law, and she delivered the Herbert Smith Freehills SMU Asian Arbitration Lecture in 2019. Justice Prakash has made significant contributions to the Singaporean judiciary and has been a trailblazer in upholding justice and the rule of law. Her remarkable achievements and unwavering commitment to justice make her an inspiration for all of us. We are truly honored to have her grace this momentous occasion and share her wisdom with us. Graduates, as you embark on your respective journeys, I implore you to ponder on Justice Prakash's example. Success is not measured solely by your accomplishments or the wealth you accumulate. It lies in the positive impact you make on the lives of others and the communities that you serve. Each and every one of you possesses unique talents and abilities that can shape the world for the better. Embrace your individuality, harness your strengths, and let your dreams soar. In conclusion, I would like to extend my warmest congratulations to the class of 2023 and to the faculty, friends, and family members who have supported you. You have not only earned a degree, but you have also gained invaluable experiences and forged relationships that will last you a lifetime. As you step out into the world, be courageous, be compassionate, and always be true to yourself. Now, please join me in extending a warm welcome to our guest of honor, Justice Judith Prakash, who will impart her wisdom and inspire us with her remarkable journey. Thank you, and may your futures be filled with purpose, success, and fulfillment.
Thank you, Chairman. Please now join me in giving our guest of honor a warm round of applause as she joins us on stage to make her remark. Justice Prakash, please.
Mr. Lim Chi-on, Chancellor of Singapore Management University, Mr. Eddie Teo, Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Piyush Gupta, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, and members of the Board of Trustees, Professor Lily Kong, President, Mr. J.Y. Pillay, former Chancellor and Honorary degree recipient, faculty, staff, the class of 2023, parents, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I must admit, I hardly recognize myself from that great description that Mr. Gupta gave me, but thank you very much. Hearty congratulations to all the graduates here today. Thanks to the COVID pandemic, your academic journey has been an unconventional one. You had to adapt alongside the university through the various phases of the pandemic and constantly evolve in your ways of learning, making friends, and building community. You have shown tremendous perseverance and determination. I am sure your parents and professors are immensely proud of you, having watched you emerge from these challenging circumstances to achieve your goals. Singapore Management University started with just a handful of faculties and resources. Over the years, it has grown into a well-respected tertiary institution. This development is a testament to the hard work of faculty, management, and students like you who have entrusted their academic and professional training to SMU in the belief that it will prepare you for the challenges ahead in this ever-changing world. I am happy to assure you today that your trust has been well rewarded. I went through a graduation ceremony 49 years ago in a venue that is now no more, the National Theatre. Not only was Singapore very different physically then, but also life here moved to a different rhythm. All mail was snail mail. To ensure same-day delivery of letters, law firms had to employ delivery clerks to deliver them by hand. Law firms were much smaller. The biggest law firm had only 22 lawyers, a minnow in today's legal world. And when you visited law offices, you could be forgiven for thinking you were back in the 19th century. Dusty rooms filled with paper files and clerks bent over their typewriters, clacking away. I am sure not many of the graduates here today have ever seen a typewriter. However, after a day's work, when I went home in the evening, I was free. Free of my bosses and free of my clients. No client knew how to contact me outside of office hours. Now, no one can run away from anyone else. You are followed everywhere by email, WhatsApp, live video calls over the internet. Wherever in the world you or your boss or your client may be, you can be found and tasked with an urgent piece of work. Life has speeded up, and the changes continue to multiply, as I am sure you are fully aware. We are currently undergoing what the World Economic Forum terms as the fourth industrial revolution. This is characterized by a fusion of technologies that is blurring the lines between the physical, digital, and biological spheres. We live in an era where machines learn, robots collaborate with humans, and technologies such as artificial intelligence, or AI, the Internet of Things, blockchain, and quantum computing are not mere buzzwords, but everyday realities shaping our lives. The apprehension that AI may supersede us, replacing human effort and intellect, is understandable. However, I would like you to consider a different perspective. Every industrial revolution, from the advent of mechanized production in the first to the digital revolution of the third, brought with it anxieties about job displacement. Yet, with each wave of change, we saw not just the disappearance of some jobs, but also the creation of new ones, and even the emergence of entire industries like web design and software development. These led to others like cybersecurity and data science roles. And it is certainly true that in all cases of technological development, it is the imaginative human input that enables the greatest development and the most beneficial use of that technology. You need only think of the multi-billion-dollar business of online retailing. It was started in 1979 by an English inventor who combined a modified TV, transaction processing computer, and a telephone line to create electronic shopping. A few years later, along came Jeff Bezos, and his development of the Amazon book-selling site brought online shopping to the masses, where it has taken a firm hold and provided a foundation for a whole new logistics industry. The key lies in our ability to discern and imagine, adapt, and evolve. These are all qualities that AI does not have. And this is where your education at SMU comes to the fore. The university has provided you with curated courses on managing volatility, uncertainty, and complexity in the business legal context, so as to prepare you as much as possible for black swan events such as the global pandemic and the rise of an uncertain global environment. It has taught you critical thinking and judgment. It has also enhanced your knowledge of how to work with others to achieve a common goal. As Steve Jobs once said, technology alone is not enough. It's technology married with liberal arts, married with the humanities, that yields us the results that make our hearts sing. I hope that what I have said about technology thus far helps you as you consider the future. I am aware, however, that technology is only one of the areas that concerns new graduates. What you may be spending far more time thinking about is how you will or should navigate this brave new world of adulthood that is opening up to you. I remember being both happy and nervous as I graduated. Yes, I had a degree, but what was going to happen to me? Until graduation, my life had developed in lockstep, almost in lockstep, with those of my university classmates. Primary school, through secondary school, university, and then to graduation. But thereafter, we moved in a myriad of ways. Some joined the legal service, some general government service, while others went into private practice or became in-house counsel. As the years passed, our paths diverged even further. In March next year, about 35 of my classmates are gathering in Kuala Lumpur to celebrate the 50th anniversary of our graduation. Some are lawyers still, often with their own firms. But interestingly, we also include a doctor of psychology who both lectures and counsels. We have a leading light in insurance circles, a priest, the former owner of an etiquette school, and those who made their marks in finance, the oil and gas industry, and other areas of business. My classmates have marched to many different drums and in many countries, Malaysia, Australia, and China, among others. As you take your steps in truly adult life, the path ahead may seem intimidating and endless. Indeed, as a young lawyer or junior officer in any profession, one feels all at sea. Everything one has learned seems to be theory and of no practical use. As a trainee, I would often wonder how qualified lawyers knew what to write in those letters of demand they were always sending out. The good news is that you aren't expected to know it all from the beginning. I do not know of any law firm or other outfit that believes in throwing a new graduate into the deep end when she does not know how to swim. You will find that the habits and discipline that got you to this auditorium this afternoon will continue to hold you in good stead. Start humbly, be patient, listen more than you talk, and always remember not only to work hard, but also to actively cooperate with and assist your bosses and your colleagues. Soon enough, you will get into the swing of things and find yourselves becoming more productive and confident. Always be aware that careers develop at different paces and in different directions. At times, you may think that you are stagnating, while others are racing ahead. But do not be discouraged. You are always learning things that will come in useful sometime in your life. You should also bear in mind that as adults, you will not simply be workers, but will have several identities determined by your passions in life. You will be spouses, parents, community workers, sports people, leaders of professional and other organizations, to name a few. Indeed, you might find that your side hustle develops into a lasting and rewarding career or avocation. The horizon of your lives is no longer bounded by the academic year as it has been by now, until now. In one's growing years, there is obvious change every year. But once you leave formal education, your goals and your ability to assess your own achievements are less clear-cut. There is no reason to worry if you don't seem to be stepping up every year. You might take some time to find an area that truly suits you. I spent the first 8 years of my legal life trying to be a litigator. I enjoyed the glamour of robing up and appearing in court. But really, I was not a very good court lawyer. For one thing, I had a tendency to agree when opponents pointed out flaws in my case. And thus, my rebuttal was weaker than it should have been. When, for various reasons, I moved into transactional work, I found it suited me much better to be building legal structures than tearing them down. And my current life as an adjudicator suits me most of all, because I can consider all sides and do not have to advocate for a particular view. In all areas of my working life, I learned that communication is the key skill. It is not easy to communicate clearly, so I hope you don't mind if I give you some advice. As a judge, to me, language and expression are key indicators of clarity in thought and persuasiveness. Grammar and vocabulary deserve attention. Lawyers tend to think that legalese and bombastic language make them appear more learned. But this is not so. Big words and pomposity are usually irritating and make the listener switch off. Avoid them. Arguments and advice should be contained in straightforward sentences without excessive qualification. Don't go round and round the point. That only provokes impatience. Make sure you know the meaning of the words you are using. Your wrong usage makes the hearer question your knowledge. Don't, for example, describe a judgment as poignant. That word means evoking sadness or regret. It does not mean pertinent. And while I am here with this captive audience, let me tell you my pet peeve. Lawyers who describe a witness's evidence as incredulous when they mean incredible. I have been correcting that mistake for decades. Make sure you know what you are saying. Do not assume it. Okay, lecture over. As you step out into the working world, carry with you the spirit of adaptability, the courage to embrace change, and the resilience to carve out your own path. Once again, congratulations, and I wish all of you the very best ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Justice Prakash. SMU awards honorary degrees to distinguished individuals in recognition and honor of their monumental achievements. SMU is proud to confer honorary degree upon an exceptional individual today. May I invite SMU Chairman back on stage to deliver the citation for our honorary degree recipient. Chairman, please.
Singapore Management University wishes to confer upon Mr. J.Y. Pillai the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa in recognition of his exceptional contributions to public service, business, and education. Mr. Pillai is one of Singapore's most distinguished leaders, and his contributions to Singapore's development are immeasurable. Born and schooled in Malaya, He completed his tertiary education at the University of London's Imperial College of Science and Technology, where he obtained a bachelor's degree in engineering with first-class honors in 1956. After working in the United Kingdom and Malaya for a few years, he came to Singapore to work at the Ministry of Finance in 1961. For the next 3 decades, he worked alongside Singapore's pioneer leaders, shaping many of the country's eminent institutions. Mr. Pillai is one of Singapore's pioneers who helped build the economy after the separation from Malaysia. He served in the administrative service of the Government of Singapore and was Permanent Secretary of the Ministries of Finance, Defense, and National Development. Mr. Pillai was the chairman of the Presidential Council of Advisors and was also the chairman of the Singapore Exchange from 1999 to 2010. He served as managing director of the Monetary Authority of Singapore and the Government of Singapore Investment Corporation. Among his many achievements, one of the most significant was developing Singapore's national carrier, Singapore Airlines, into a world-class company. Let me ad-lib. I think what we know of Singapore Airlines and SQ today, its brand, its global eminence, is truly due to what Joe Pillai was able to contribute. Huge vote of thanks to you, sir. During his time as chairman from 1972 to 1996, SI went from a small company with 12 aircraft to a world-class carrier with a network in 41 countries. In 1978, Singapore Airlines ordered 19 Boeings for $900 million, and the deal was called the sale of the century by the US press. Mr. Pillai also became the chairman of the Development Bank of Singapore, DBS, in 1979. By 1984, the bank's after-tax profits had almost tripled. And let me again thank you, Mr. Pillai. My job is a function of your presence. After his retirement from the civil service in March 1995, he served as the High Commissioner to Britain and the Ambassador to Ireland until 1999. Mr. Pillai oversaw the creation of the Singapore Exchange in 1999 from the merger of the Stock Exchange of Singapore and the Singapore International Monetary Exchange. Mr. Pillai has also managed and led many government-linked companies such as Temasek Holdings, Government Investment Corporation of Singapore, Neptune Orient Lines, and Singapore Technology Holdings. He has been widely recognized for his contributions to business, and his expertise in finance and investment has been instrumental in shaping Singapore's economy. Mr. Pillai has been described as equal to the best brains in America by Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, and as a civil servant able to stand up to his Prime Minister by Mr. Goh Chok Tong. In addition, Mr. Pillai's contributions to education are equally impressive. He has been a passionate advocate for education throughout his career and made significant contributions to the development of higher education institutions in Singapore. He was Chancellor of SMU from 2015 to 2019. As Chancellor, he took an active interest in SMU's development and often engaged trustees, management, faculty, and students. He presided all of SMU's significant events, including convocation and commencement, where he invariably had words of encouragement for student leaders, student performers, and graduates. As a member of SMU during the same period, he, together with his fellow members, occupied a key role in SMU's overall governance structure. Members receive annual updates about the university and participate in annual general meetings. Members also hold the authority to approve any changes to SMU's constitution. Mr. Pillai's contributions to public service, business, and education have been recognized with numerous awards and honors. He was awarded the Order of Nila Utama, First Class, one of Singapore's most prestigious National Day awards, on the 9th of August 2012. And in August 2019, he was awarded the Order of Temasek with distinction, Singapore's highest civilian honor. Throughout his career, Mr. Pillai has been widely respected for his integrity, intelligence, and dedication to public service. He has demonstrated a deep commitment to Singapore's development, and his vision and leadership have been instrumental in shaping the country's success. In recognition of his exceptional achievements and service to the nation, Singapore Management University is proud to confer upon Mr. J.Y. Pillay the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. His exemplary career and contributions to public service, business, and education serve as an inspiration to us all, and we are most honored to recognize him in this way.
Thank you, Chairman. Please remain on stage. We will now invite our honorary degree recipient, Mr. J.Y. Pillay, accompanied by Justice Prakash and SMU Chancellor, on stage for the conferment and presentation of the honorary degree. Mr. Pillay, Justice Prakash, and Chancellor, please. We now invite SMU Chancellor to confer the honorary degree. Chancellor, please.
By the powers granted pursuant to the Singapore Management University Act, I hereby confer upon Mr. J.Y. Pillay the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, and admit you to all the accompanying rights and privileges.
Chancellor, may we invite you to place the university hood on Mr. Pillay. Justice Prakash will now present a degree, Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, to Mr. Pillay. May we invite Pro-Chancellor, President, and Provost to join us on stage for a group photo to commemorate this special occasion. Thank you. May we now invite everyone to return to your seats as Mr. J.Y. Pillay proceeds to the rostrum to deliver his acceptance speech.
Guest of honor, the Honorable Justice Judith Prakash, Mr. Lim Chee-on, Chancellor of the Singapore Management University, Mr. Eddie Teo, Pro-Chancellor, Singapore Management University, Mr. Piyush Gupta, Chairman, SMU Board of Trustees, members of the SMU Board of Trustees, Professor Lily Kong, President of the Singapore Management University, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I welcome all of you students, SMU administrators, and educators. wish to thank Singapore Management University for conferring on me an honorary doctorate. I'm honored to accept this distinction from a renowned institution. One of my early contacts with SMU was the result of a discussion I had with your first provost, Professor Tan Chin Tiong. Professor Tan invited me to observe a typical classroom event in session. I readily accepted the invitation. I'm not able to recall what the subject matter of the discussion was, but I do remember that the exchanges were certainly spirited. I noticed, however, that the Singaporean students in the room were rather subdued, while the international students could hardly be reined in. In subsequent years, I was heartened to learn Singaporean students were quite forthcoming in class participation. Why do I mention that episode? Because at about the same time that SMU graduated its first batch of students, Singapore Exchange, or SGX, on whose board I was then sitting, decided it wanted to recruit a higher caliber of graduates to power its long-term prospects. SGX called them management associates and paid them a significantly higher starting salary. What stunned me was that 3 of the 4 management associates that SGX recruited that first year were from SMU. How, I wondered, could a young educational institution, still wet behind its ears as it were, produce so many winners? More recently, I spotted a report in the Financial Times of London on financial education across the globe. Apparently, there are institutions offering a degree of Master in Finance or MIF, including SMU. What struck me was that SMU happened to be the only institution in Singapore featured in that league table consisting of 55 institutions offering a Master of Finance qualification. Before proceeding further, may I offer a tribute to 2 educationalists who featured prominently in raising Singapore's profile in business and finance education. One is a former Minister of Higher Education in Singapore, Dr. Tony Tan Keng Yam. The other being Mr. Ho Kwon Ping, Chairman of the Board of Trustees. Singapore's establishment in the year 2000 until he stepped down on 11 January 2023. Dr. Tan conceived the vision of an SMU that would break with tradition. I'm delighted that the real-life example I quoted from the annals of SGX confirms the validity of his vision. It was Mr. Ho who shouldered the heavy responsibility of implementing that fresh, innovative method of scholarship when SMU was launched. The success of SMU today confirms its early ambitions. On that note, may I end my remarks. I offer SMU best wishes for continued success in its efforts to nurture the specific talents that every student is endowed with. I offer to every graduating student congratulations, happiness, and fulfillment in your career. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pillay. May we invite you to take your seat.
Could have my Gucci on, I could wear my Louis Vuitton, but even with nothing on, bet I made you look, I made you look. I'll make you double take. Soon as I walk away, call up your chiropractor just in case your neck break. Ooh, tell me what you gonna do? Ooh.
I treasure the opportunities SMU has provided for us.
Yeah, there's a work-study program where students are attached to companies.
Joining SMU Society as an events director. So in my time there, we actually hosted a lot of different interviews, and my best memory will be staying back in school after those interviews with my 10 directors and having heart-to-heart talks.
I love the amount of food options around here. We can go to Funan, Capital, and there's so much food compared to just sticking to fufu.
4 years ago, I was very uncertain when I first came into SMU, but 4 years later, I'm now very clear on what I would like to do.
Before I came to SMU, I was a very introverted person who didn't speak up in class. But through my studies and lectures in SMU, I've grown to be a more extroverted person.
4 years ago, I was much more shy, but 4 years later, I'm much more confident. All the friendships that and the experiences that I was able to build through my time in SMU. Firstly, being with the first friends that I made through my sports camp, and my IS friends, you guys know who you are.
What I remember most would be the friendships that I built over the past 4 years. I made a lot of friends, good friends, best friends.
My most favorite class was the business of creative industries, because we got to go to Korea to present to our client.
There was an overseas community service project that I went to in Laos, and over there we helped the villagers to build a biosand water filtration system so that they could have access to clean water.
Going for student exchange to IE University in Spain, it was nice to meet people from all over the world, hear their stories and celebrate their festivals with them.
Take it easy a little bit. That university is really about finding out what I don't like, then fixing my eyes on just one thing that I need to do for the rest of my life. I think I tell myself to chill a little bit lah, bro. It's more important for you to sleep enough, eat well, and enjoy life a little bit.
Only bring in the thin set of pre-writes. Don't take in your whole textbook.
I'm sure you did that before.
I did not. I stopped before doing it.
I think my fashion sense has improved quite well, as you can see. Before this, I used to wear slippers, but now I wear shoes.
Over my 4 years in SMU, I've grown physically wider from all the stress meetings.
It being very accessible, and the school is actually very aesthetic, like you can see here.
Then what about your dislikes?
What I don't like is actually we have to dress up like that every day to school because we're in a city.
Oh my gosh, it's really tough to get yourself up and dressed up every morning. Like we can't just wear t-shirts and FBTs because everyone just judge you.
So my favorite class in SMU are those I took on exchange because they were pass-fail.
The most memorable course in SMU is computational thinking. After taking this course, I found something harder than climbing Mount Everest. Yeah, I agree. These dark circles, just think it's because of computational thinking.
It's absolutely essential to have a Spotify study playlist that will get you through those tough nights.
What I miss the most of SMU is probably staying out late in school to do project work.
Oh, really? What I'll miss most are the drunken escapades after these project meetings.
At LKS, at the side, they have these chairs which are entirely covered. So I would just go hog there and then take a nap there throughout the day. So you're one of the hoggers in SMU?
I love level 3 of Lee Ka-shing Library, especially the area overlooking campus green, because you can see so many cute dogs and kids over there.
Brick Lane, you can find me after class anytime.
Triplets for their waffles. The vending machines in School of Law because there's no other time to get food outside.
Definitely the mee pok at the Lazada food court.
Well, that was such a fun video and certainly very, very true. We hope y'all enjoyed it. I know I have, and it certainly brought back a lot of memories for me. It is now time for the moment we have all been waiting for, the conferral of degrees. Graduates, please rise. We now invite SMU Chancellor, Mr. Lim Chi-on, accompanied by SMU President and SMU Provost on stage to officially confer the undergraduate and postgraduate degrees. Let us welcome to the stage with a round of applause, everybody. Chancellor, please.
By the powers granted pursuant to the Singapore Management University Act, I hereby confer upon you the degrees shown respectively and admit you all the accompanying rights, privileges, and responsibilities. You are henceforth proud graduates of this university, and I bid you to always uphold the good name and standards of this institution. Congratulations.
Thank you all. I would like to invite Chancellor and SMU Provost back to your seats and President to the rostrum. Graduates, please be seated. Professor Lily Kong will now address us. President, please.
Guest of honor, the Honorable Justice Judith Prakash, Chancellor of Singapore Management University, Mr. Lim Chi-on, Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Eddie Teo, Honorary degree recipient, Mr. J.Y. Pillay, Chairman of the SMU Board of Trustees, Mr. Piyush Gupta, and members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, and the class of 2023, parents, and guests. A very good afternoon to everyone. It is with great pride and admiration that I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all of you graduating today. You have accomplished something truly remarkable in your lives, and the ceremony today marks a momentous occasion. As you embark on the next chapter of your journey beyond SMU, remember that the knowledge and skills you have acquired throughout your time here will serve as a firm foundation to thrive in a rapidly changing world. The experiences you have garnered, both inside and outside the classrooms, as we witnessed a little while ago, have equipped you to confront the challenges that lie ahead. For some, the challenges and uncertainties you will face may seem daunting, but I have every confidence that you will possess the resilience and adaptability to overcome them. Remember, it is not the absence of failure that defines you, but rather how you rise from adversity and grow stronger. Some of you may be eager to dive headlong into your chosen career paths. I would like to urge you not to neglect the exploration of your passions and interests beyond work. Embrace opportunities that push you beyond your comfort zone, for it is through such endeavors that you will experience profound professional, but also personal growth. Maintain an insatiable curiosity, an open mind, and an unwavering commitment to learning. The world we inhabit is in a perpetual state of flux, and it is imperative that you keep pace with the latest advancements in your respective fields. Throughout your time at SMU, you have had the opportunity to form strong friendships, create cherished memories, and forge connections that will transcend borders and time. I encourage you to nurture these relationships. Tap into the vast network of SMU alumni for mutual support and assistance, and they will become your support system, your sounding board, and your source of inspiration as you navigate the complex world that awaits. Seek guidance from mentors and cultivate relationships with professionals in your industry to broaden your horizons and gain fresh perspectives. And when you have appropriate knowledge and experience to share, please consider offering your own services as a mentor to those following after you at SMU. Always bear in mind that your journey of lifelong learning has only just begun. That's why we call this commencement. In this ever-evolving world, it is crucial that you continuously upgrade and update your skills and knowledge to remain ahead and relevant. As you navigate through this remarkable odyssey, we hope that you will consider SMU as your ally, be it through our postgraduate programs, our professional and research initiatives, SMU Executive Development, or SMU Academy. Whatever paths it is you choose to follow, do hold true to the SMU Circle values of commitment, integrity, responsibility, collegiality, leadership, and excellence, which SMU believes are important in living a meaningful life. Please remember to prioritize your well-being in all its dimensions, as you have learned to do through the SMU Resilience Framework. Continue to embrace sustainability in your lives and maintain your intellectual, physical, emotional, social, career, and financial health. Your time at SMU was marked by the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, and I thank you for your forbearance and for staying the course. You have shown the resilience in the last several years, and this resilience that you have displayed in overcoming those obstacles is a testament to your character and what you will be able to withstand in the future. In its relatively brief existence, SMU has fostered a culture of giving that is rare for such a young institution. Year after year, our students have exemplified the spirit of generosity by giving back to SMU in ever-increasing numbers. Following the noble tradition set by the pioneer cohort, this class of 2023 has established a graduating class gift. We thank you and commend you for acknowledging the value of your education at SMU and for affording others the opportunity to participate in this exceptional experience. Once again, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all of you on your remarkable achievement graduating from Singapore Management University. The future lies before you, and I wholeheartedly wish you every success in all your endeavors. Bless you and thank you.
Thank you, President. Please remain on stage. Established in 2010 and renamed in February 2023 after SMU's founding chairman Ho Kwon Ping, the Circle Award recognizes distinctive graduating students who have demonstrated the core Circle values during their tenure of studies at SMU. It is now our pleasure to present the Ho Kwon Ping Circle Award winners. From the Yong House School of Law, Slevin Chua. Ashley Chin Zi-en. From the Lee Kong Chian School of Business, Wallace Wu Learn. Wong Gi Wei Marcus. From the School of Accountancy, Lo Zhihua Edward. From the School of Economics, Dorcas Koi Yishen. Dishan Hitesh Timbadia. From the School of Computing and Information Systems, Ng Yingting. Teo Gigi. From the School of Social Sciences, Andrea Vinson. Christine Grace Luna Librojo Ganaban. Thank you, Professor Lily Kong. Congratulations to all our Ho Kwon Ping Circle Award winners.
The most memorable experience for me in SMU was the chance to go overseas for an exchange program. It was there where I really found a deep passion for volunteering. It was through my encounters with new people, a new society, where I realized that I really wanted to give back to community. And now that I'm back in Singapore, I'm continuing to volunteer in this area as well. It has inspired me to continue furthering my studies as well, which is why I'm continuing to do my Masters in Development Studies to hopefully one day do more for this community. I would like to thank all the professors who really guided me through the 4 years of my university, who really shaped and opened up my perspectives. I would like to thank my family and friends, of course, who really supported me emotionally, especially when things were a bit tough. And it was only because of them that I'm seated here today. So thank you very much.
Looking back at my SMU life, most of my friends I've made through CCAs, and the closest friends that I've made are through EXCO. So you really bond when you guys are planning for an event or you guys accomplish something that hasn't been done before. I treasure all those memories that I've made with them, and the biggest takeaway for me would be those bonds that I have with those particular individuals. And I'm very grateful to have met some incredible people in my EXCO through my CCAs. One good thing about SMU is that they have a lot of foundational courses and they really let you explore a wide range of disciplines. My passion ultimately is political theory, a very niche subfield of political science, and I was exposed to some of the courses in political science, and that's how I got to find my passion. My biggest takeaway from my academic life is really the intellectual exploration of it. So I got to explore a wide, diverse range of subjects, disciplines, and ultimately I found my passion, and I'm forever very grateful to SMU for that. I am very touched by the unconditional assistance that I received from all the SMU faculty last year in my application for postgraduate studies, and I think without which I would not have been successful in applying for my master's program. I would like to express my gratitude to my friends and family and to all the faculty who has helped me in my studies in SMU. Thank you all very much.
After witnessing that inspiring video featuring our brilliant university salutatorian and valedictorian, it is now time to present them with the well-deserved awards. May we now invite SMU Provost, Professor Timothy Clark, to join us on stage for the presentation of these prestigious awards. Provost, please. Let's welcome Yong Kit Loon Jarrett to receive his SMU Salutatorian Award. Let's welcome Ho Chia Chun Daniel to receive his Kwek Hong Pung Valedictorian Award and SPH Valedictorian Award. Thank you, Provost. May we invite you back to your seat and Daniel to deliver his valedictorian speech. Daniel, please.
Good afternoon, the guest of honor, the Honorable Justice Judith Prakash, SMU Chancellor, Mr. Lim Chi Ong, SMU Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Eddie Teo, Honorary Degree recipient and former Chancellor of SMU, Mr. J.Y. Pillay, Chairman of the SMU Board of Trustees, Mr. Piyush Gupta, members of the Board of Trustees, esteemed guests, faculty, staff, parents, and fellow students. I would first like to congratulate the class of 2023 for making it through these 4 difficult years. We faced many challenges. 2 years of COVID, a global inflation, and of course, the closure of Yakun at SOE. We all picked up invaluable new skills, like how to change our Zoom background, or how to keep our mouse moving every 15 minutes so that we remain active on Microsoft Teams. Skills that greatly improve the productivity of the firm. Our campus has undergone so many changes. Social science students got a new building, and the number of buildings given to information systems students has doubled, in case you're still wondering which is the favorite school. We lived through some of the most intense, the most grueling, class participation Singapore has ever seen. Only SMU students can turn the question, what is a business, into a 45-minute parliamentary debate. And who can forget that quintessential SMU experience? Tanking the group project report right before a deadline. When 2 of your group mates have mysteriously contracted COVID, and a third has to tend to his dog, who also incidentally contracted COVID. Or so I was told. Again, I congratulate the class of 2023 for making it through all of that. In preparation for this speech, I struggled to come up with any life-changing words of wisdom to share. So I gave up. Instead, I simply want to share a reflection of my time in SMU in the hope that you'll reflect on yours as well. My journey with SMU was a rather unorthodox one. Came into SMU with a double degree in accountancy and business, ready to take on my new identity as a full-fledged finance bro. But my passion for investment banking began to wane with each cash flow statement I failed to balance and with each financial report I am forced to read. So I took up a second major in political science, purely out of interest. These new classes allowed me to discover my true passion, asking random questions about the nature of governance that nobody is asking, i.e., political philosophy. I'm sure that for many of you, SMU was also a place where you discovered something about yourself that you could not have anticipated. As we enter the next phase of our lives, many of us are understandably apprehensive about the future. The world is increasingly more volatile and uncertain, so much so that we dedicate an entire module to explain just how volatile and uncertain it is. We are afraid of making the wrong decision, so we tend to measure ourselves against others. We allow others' achievements to become the yardsticks of our own success. But the truth is, unlike SMU quizzes, life has no test banks, no answer sheet, and there is no correct answer. Some of us will enter industries we could have never imagined. Some of us will do a mid-career switch. None of us can predict where we'll end up in 10 or 20 years. This uncertainty can be daunting, but it can also be liberating. An uncertain future guarantees no definite result, but it does promise unlimited possibilities. So chase your dream. Chase it relentlessly. Do not let the fear of uncertainty stop you. If you want to drop everything and aim for that position in senior management, I'll say power to you. If you want to invest all your savings to start a business, I'll say go for it. If you want to quit your full-time job and become a TikTok influencer, I'll say reconsider. But if that is indeed your dream, then I wish you the best. Know that you're not alone in facing this uncertainty. And whichever path we choose, I think as long as we remain steadfast in our resolve and keep the faith, we'll be all right in the end. I shall leave you with this one last quote from one of the most inspirational movies of our generation. High School Musical 3, senior year. We are all in this together. When we reach, we can fly. No inside, we can make it. We are all in this together. Once we see, there's a chance that we have, and we take it. Wildcats everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel.
Where's all my soul sisters? Let me hear your flow, sisters.
Hey, sister, go, sister, soul, sister, flow, sister. Hey, sister, go, sister, soul, sister, go. He met Mama down in old Moulin Rouge.
out that cake straight out the gate. We independent women, some mistake us for whores. I'm saying, why spend mine when I can spend yours? Disagree? Well, that's you, and I'm sorry. I'ma keep playing these cats out like a car. High heel shoes, getting love from the Jews, for badass chicks from the Moulin Rouge.
Hey, sisters, soul sisters, better get that dough, sisters. Wanna enche, yeah, yeah. Come on, mocha chocolate.
What?
This is how we do it.
It's Friday night and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say, I'm kinda buzzed and it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. This is how we do it. Let's flip the track, bring the old school back. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. All hands are in the air and wave on from here to there. If you're an OG Mac or a wannabe player, you see the hood's been good to me ever since I was a lowercase G. But now I'm a big G. The girls see I got the money, $100 bills, y'all. I'm kinda buzzed and it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. 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 This is how we do it.
I could have my Gucci on. I could wear my Louis V. Vuitton. But even with nothing on, bet I made you look. I made you look. I bet I made you look. I'll make you double take soon as I walk away. Call up your chiropractor just in case your neck break. Tell me what you gonna do? What you gonna do about it? 'Cause I'm about to make a scene. Double up that sunscreen. I'm about to turn the heat up. Gonna make your glasses steam. Tell me what you gonna do? What you gonna do? When I do my walk, I can guarantee it. I won't drop. 'Cause they don't make a lot of what I got. Ladies, if you feel me, this your pop. I can have my Gucci on. I can have my Louis Vuitton. But even with nothing on, but I made you look. So I made you look. Yeah, I look good in my Versace dress. I don't know more, yes. 'Cause even with my Louis on, but I made you look. I made you look. And once you get a taste, you'll never be the same. This ain't that ordinary, this that 14 karat cake. Ooh, tell me what you gonna do? What you gonna do? When I do my walk, I can guarantee it. I will drop. 'Cause they don't make a lot of what I got. Ladies, if you feel me, this your fault. I can have my Gucci on. I can wear my Louis Vuitton. But even with nothing on, I made you look. I made you look. Yeah, I look good in my Versace dress. I don't know more, yes. 'Cause even with my Louis on, I made you look. I made you look.
For one more time, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to our incredible performance from SMU Eurythmics and SMU Samba Masala. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the conclusion of this momentous opening ceremony, and what a celebration it has been. Please join me one more time in congratulating our graduates once again. May I now invite Justice Prakash to lead the Grand Recessional, and for all other guests to please remain seated.
When I do my walk, I can guarantee your job will drop. 'Cause they don't make a lot of what I got. Ladies, if you feel me, this your pop. I could have my Gucci on. I could wear my Louis Vuitton. But even with nothing on, bet I made you look. I made you look. Yeah, I look good in my Versace dress. But I'm hotter when my morning hair is a mess. 'Cause even with my hoodie on, bet I made you look. I made you look. And once you get a taste, you'll never be the same. This ain't that ordinary, this that 14 karat cake. Ooh, tell me what you gonna do? When I do my walk, I can guarantee your job will drop. 'Cause they don't make a lot of what I got. Ladies, if you feel me, this your fault. I could have my Gucci on. I could wear my Louis Vuitton. But even with nothing on, bet I made you look. Said I made you look. Yeah, I look good in my Versace dress. Take it off, but I'm hotter when my morning hair is a mess. 'Cause even with my hoodie on, bet I made you look. Said I made you look.
Please remain seated as we will begin the Yong House School of Law ceremony shortly.
very good afternoon to all ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rainver Slow, and I'm graduating today. But more importantly, I am your Master of Ceremonies for today. And now it is my utmost honor to invite our Dean, Professor Lee Pei-wen, on stage to address the graduating cohort. Prof. Lee, please.
In case you're worried, I'm only given 5 minutes. Distinguished guests, graduates, parents, friends, colleagues, congratulations and a very good afternoon to all. It gives me great pleasure to address you and to share your joy and jubilation. Commencement is a momentous occasion, not only because it marks the end of a significant journey, but also the beginning of an even more exciting one. My colleagues and I are extremely proud of every one of our students seated here today. The past few years have certainly been eventful, but all of you have stayed the course, overcome the challenges, and fulfilled the commitment that you undertook when you joined us. Now, at this point, you are like mountaineers who have reached the summit of a peak that you had trained hard for a period of time. As you hoist the flag and take in the magnificent view at the top, you see numerous peaks around you. You can't help but wonder, which of these will my next ascent be? Now, as your teachers, my colleagues and I hope that every one of you will find a mountain that is your passion and your dream, and that you will always reach the summit to savor the sweet satisfaction of success. But just as different peaks will offer diverse views and experiences, the notion of success is also unique to each individual. It is not for me to tell you which mountain to scale, but I would like to suggest 3 ways to strengthen and enrich each journey. First, always journey with someone. Modern culture places significant emphasis on individualism. Persons who succeed in creating significant impact are often singled out as the reason for success. But if we are honest with ourselves, success is rarely, perhaps never, the result of solo effort. Today, you are here because countless people have invested their lives, efforts, and resources to establish this institution and its programs. The support of your family and trusted friends is another major reason why you have come this far. As you venture forth, I encourage you to always value your companions and those you meet along the way. On a risky expedition, your fellow climbers are your safety net. When you reach the summit, they are there to share your elation. They make your adventure possible. They also make it worthwhile. Secondly, I encourage you to develop an anti-fragile mindset. During the pandemic, we heard much about the need to be robust and resilient. In the words of author and philosopher Nassim Taleb, anti-fragility is beyond resilience and robustness. The resilient will resist shocks and stays the same. The anti-fragile, however, will get better. The anti-fragile will not only withstand volatility, randomness, and stresses, but will thrive as a result. In the context of the pandemic, the anti-fragiles were not the businesses that merely survived. They are those that created new products or a whole new market as a result. As lawyers, we must seek to infuse anti-fragility into our laws and legal systems, so as to turn randomness and volatility into opportunities for growth and advancement. Individually, we must cultivate anti-fragility to stand firm and fearless in the face of adversity and to emerge better and stronger persons. Finally, I wish for all of you to discover a higher and enduring purpose that will give meaning to all your adventures. For some years now, it is common to speak of work-life balance. Law students and graduates, in particular, are genuinely concerned that work does not take up a disproportionate amount of their time, leaving no personal time with friends, families, and interests. Now, it is indeed a very legitimate concern, but the notion of a balance can sometimes be unhelpful, as it may suggest that life can be neatly compartmentalized and a minimum amount of deposit can be put into each compartment. But I would like to suggest that, encourage you to invest your lives in worthy purposes, usually that will transcend self to benefit others. Just as no serious mountaineer will seek to do just the minimum training, so you will not find true satisfaction in obsessing about self. Life at the end is an expense account. Even if you choose to do absolutely nothing, it will dissipate. The end and purpose to which you labor will define your life and your legacy. So today, as you commence a new phase of your journey, remember to embark with companions, cultivate anti-fragility, and pursue a purpose that will illuminate and give depth to all your endeavors. Your ascent to the next summit begins now. I have no doubt that you will conquer new heights and leave indelible marks on the lives of others. May I wish you lots of fun, laughter, excitement, and of course, success on every one of your expeditions. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you, Prof. Lee, for those encouraging words. May we invite you to the middle of the stage for the presentation of the degrees.
We shall now present the Master of Laws, Chan Wing Yi Wendy. Daya Shemet. David Cedric Pitts. Divyani Chidlangia. Giovanni Bravi. Han Bum Hee. Harini Balasubramaniam. Heng Kuei Ling. Jamie Jenyu Lee Wong. Nandita Ravi. Ng Yin Ying. Sankef Harish Kumar. Si Ting Ting. Surabi Sudhir Gaji. Han Wei Ming Lionel. Ladies and gentlemen, this year we are proud to present the Jones Day Master of Laws Annual Top Scholar Award for Judicial Studies to Roseanne Veronica Mamoral Roxas. We shall now present the Juris Doctor, Amanda Kwek Shu En, cum laude. Audrey Fu Xuening, cum laude. Chu Xiao Li, cum laude. Clarissa Chen Xin Yi, summa cum laude. Jessie Tan Ching Wen, cum laude. Jonathan Ong Hee Jun, cum laude. Julia Fong Yu Kit, cum laude. Lee Chae-eun, cum laude. Lim Yi-hui Louise, cum laude. Muhammad Khairul Nizam bin Abdul Jafar. Nithya Tanabalan. Pang Mun Ting Juvi, cum laude. Hua Zai Liang, magna cum laude. Ryan Ang Chi Chun. Sivaran Jini Pillay, daughter of Elia Tambi, cum laude. Shreya Sopti. Tabitha Chen Graves. Tan Yue Heng Roof, cum laude. Wayne Huang Ziyao, summa cum laude, winner of the Ashes ADT Law Prize for Best Student in Commercial Conflict of Laws, joint winner. Yang Min Oh. Chao Bing Ying. We are proud to announce the Wee Chong Jin Prize for the Most Outstanding Juris Doctor Graduate to Meredith So Yushin, summa cum laude, winner of the Overseas Project Experience Non-Asia Prize.
Thank you, Prof. Lee. May we invite you back to your seat. We would now like to invite Meredith, our JD representative, to give us a speech. Meredith, please.
Well, this is quite different from practicing at the kitchen table, but I'll try my best. Yes. Professors, family and friends, and most importantly, fellow graduates, may it please this hall. My name is, oh wait, this doesn't sound right. Oh, wrong script. Got it, yeah. Speaking of scripts, Prof. Chen is probably shaking his head right now for my use of that word. So let's try this again, shall we? Professors, fellow graduates, and of course, our very proud families and friends, a very good afternoon to all of you. It is my immense privilege to be standing here and to be addressing this hall this lovely afternoon. Wow, guys, it really has been 3 years, hasn't it? Well, maybe let me start this conversation with a small confession. When the university first told me that I should prepare a short speech to deliver today, I wasn't quite sure what to say. Not because I have nothing to say, but perhaps because there's so much to share and so many people to thank. Clueless about where to begin, I asked ChatGPT to help me prepare, and I quote a valedictorian speech that is short, touching, and inspiring. And it did. I read through the output, and to be honest, ChatGPT gave me a response, a short excerpt that was rather well written. Well, that was easy, I thought. Valedictorian speech settled. But as I gave the prepared speech another read, and while it did sound quite inspiring, I must say it was quite devoid of soul, because it spoke nothing of the 3 years that I had spent here in these hallowed halls. It spoke nothing of the first moments of the first seminars that I had joined quite surreally on Zoom as Prof. Chan Win Chong's or Prof. Yo Tiong Min's faces appeared on screen and said things that I was quite sure was in English, but at the same time could not quite comprehend. And it said nothing of the moments when a beloved friend said the words, illusory consideration. And I panicked for quite a bit, because I had zero idea of what that had meant. And nothing of the moments of trepidation, as I'm sure most of you can well relate, as we clumsily attempted to please the court when Prof. Chen Shiyuan would roll his eyes at you and judge you silently. I jest, of course. Prof. Chen, we love you. And nothing of the times we tore our hair out in distress over deadlines and exams and moods and the court's jurisdiction to determine its jurisdiction. And worst of all, absolutely nothing of the dear friends and colleagues who have shed tears with you, who by the sweat of their brows and the strength of their backs, fine, not quite literally, but you get the idea, have trudged alongside you for these past 3 to 4 years. Of course, I could just do the ChatGPT thing and deliver a rousing speech about how we're now custodians and torchbearers and advocates of justice. But to do so would quite ironically be doing everyone here a massive, massive injustice. I guess what I'm trying to say really is, we're not just another batch of SMU Law School graduate. As we move on to the next part of our journey, we bring into the legal fraternity a piece of ourselves, right? A piece of our soul that is the amalgamation of everything that we've been through, everyone that you've met, and everything that you stand for. And that is precisely what is so precious about this journey of ours. Apropos of that, I would like to conclude this short speech with 2 final pieces of advice that helped me survive for the past 3 years, and which I think will propel you into a meaningful and fulfilling life after this momentous milestone. First, be kind and be thankful. Well, some might say that law school and the legal industry in general may not be the best places for you to be kind, but I disagree. Some of my closer friends may know that I have this tagline that says in Mandarin, 这世界很烦，所以你要很可爱. And what it means literally is, this world is so frustrating, and so you have to be very cute. Though perhaps what it really means is to be kind. I'm sure everyone here would agree that in life, we are going to have plenty of ups, but sadly, and probably plenty of downs too. Many of my close friends would know that the past 3 years have, well, unfortunately been, for personal reasons, the toughest 3 years I've ever had in my life. But I survived. In fact, I excelled. But I did so not because I was particularly strong, not because I was particularly prodigious, or hardworking, or diligent. We have plenty of those brilliant sparks here. And it was because I had met over the past 3 years in SMU some of the most dedicated professors I've ever met in my life. Prof. Chen Shiyuan, Prof. Alvin T, Prof. Kenny Cheung, for instance, come to mind. I have to stress that list is not exhaustive. And of course, some of the most kind and wonderful and amazing people who have always been there to prop me up when I was down. My senior and dress-up coach, Brian, for instance, who had to put up with my incessant spamming of silly questions that no one needs ever to know that I asked. My dearest classmates, Clarissa, Audrey, Amanda, Juvie, Louise, and more, of course, whom I could always count on for collective complaining about exams, and of course, shoulders to cry on. Dear friends Ernie, Shafiq, Charmaine, Guru, Alvin, Jeremiah, and Chulun, who never hesitated to be there for me through ups and downs. And how can I ever forget about my amazing mood teammates, Meha, Alisa, Janessa, Jielong, Jeannie, Justin, and my idol, Don Wee, with whom I shared so many moments of joy and laughter, and of course, tears too. So yes, be kind and be thankful for the little things you can yet enjoy. Finally, last point, I promise, say yes. My law school journey started with a yes. When I first entered the program, I had heard from a senior, who incidentally spoke here last year as well, that if you want to torture yourself in law school, be sure to join the International Moods program. I thought to myself, no way I'm ever going to do that. But when the time came, I said yes. When I was halfway through the Red Cross International Humanitarian Law Moods competition, I thought to myself, oh my God, this is so intense. I'm never ever doing this ever again. But when the time came for me to repeat the program, I said yes. And in between those, I said yes to so many other things. And the result was a wondrous, full-fledged SMU Law School experience that was replete with exhilaration, adrenaline, sweat, tears, ups, downs, highs, and lows, you name it. So the next time you get offered a seat on Rocket to the Moon, don't ask what seat. Say yes. And with that, I conclude my submission. Thank you.
Thank you, Meredith. Yes, I'm sure this hall is pleased. May we invite our Dean on stage again to present the degrees. Prof. Lee, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, graduates and friends, Commencement is not only an opportunity for us to celebrate this important milestone of our graduates, but also a chance for us to show gratitude towards our graduates' loved ones for supporting them throughout this arduous journey. Today, let us also take the opportunity to honor the memory of Amelia, a fellow LLB graduate who has left us too soon. Allow me to read a tribute from her friends, Madeline and Marilyn. Amelia was a quiet person, but she shone in her own special quiet manner. She was quietly empathetic, quietly supportive, and quietly compassionate. Amelia was a brilliant law student. She was intelligent, hardworking, and exemplified academic excellence. Yes, Amelia was smart, but more than that, she was generous and kind. When we had pre-finals anxiety or personal issues, she was never stingy with her time, her knowledge, or her help. While Amelia may no longer be around physically, her presence has left an indelible impact on the lives of those around her. She lives on in the kindness and the tenderness she offered anyone that had the pleasure and privilege of knowing her. With us, we have the parents of Amelia Mu Wen-si, who, as your loved ones are equally proud of her achievements. May we all rise and applaud as they collect Amelia's scroll from Prof. Lee. Please be seated. We will now present the Bachelor of Laws, Aaron Chi Yong Chin, magna cum laude. Adam Lau Yip Wai, cum laude. Idul Zaid Hamza, summa cum laude. Agrawal Juhi, summa cum laude. Aisha Az-Zura binti Nokalim, double degree Bachelor of Laws and Bachelor of Business Management. Alexis Loy, cum laude. Alicia Samantha Litia, cum laude. Alston Po Shiwei. Alyssa Tang Hui Lin, cum laude. Ang Chi An, summa cum laude. Ang Teng Xiang Nigel. Ao Zong Han Amos Anthony, cum laude. Arvind Sundararajan. Ashley Chin Si-en, magna cum laude, winner of the Ho Kwong Ping Circle Award. Ao Min Lee Emmeline, magna cum laude, winner of the Asian Patent Attorneys Association Prize for Top Student in International Commercialization of IP. Azalea Sazwani binti Muhammad Khair. Benjamin Ng Chong Wei. Chan Zhixuan Zhou, magna cum laude. Chen Jing, cum laude. Chen Li Tong, cum laude. Chao Hui Min, summa cum laude, double degree Bachelor of Laws and Bachelor of Accountancy. Chong Yi Jin, magna cum laude. Chong Wei Jin Renita. Chong Young Yi Ethan, magna cum laude. Choi Su Wen, cum laude. Chua Lee Ann Nicolette, cum laude. Chua Mingyi, magna cum laude. Chua Wei Rong, cum laude. Chua Zheng Qian, magna cum laude, winner of the Michael Huang Prize for the Top Student in International Commercial Arbitration, joint winner. Clavius Han Ki Ian. Crystal Chu Tong En, summa cum laude. Dai Jingwen Annie, cum laude. Daniel Ong Yen Lung, magna cum laude, winner of the Portcullis Trust Prize for the Top Student in Law of Equity and Trusts, joint winner. Desiree Chong Si-en, summa cum laude. Eileen Lim Yen Yi. Liana Chung Wei-ying, magna cum laude. Elias Kong Nai-ham, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Wee Wen-sui, magna cum laude. Elton Ching Xiang Wei, summa cum laude. Emma Ashley Ng. Ethan Lee, magna cum laude. Ethan Rishi Kwa, cum laude. Harold Chi Yu Zhuang, magna cum laude. Fong Ming Kai Alex, cum laude. Fu Zhongyu Aaron. Gabriel Ko Gyap Pang, cum laude. Gail E. Hui. Ginny Wong Wei Wen, summa cum laude, winner of the Kwa Gyok Chu Female Trailblazer Award. Go Ho Eun Nathaniel, cum laude. Go Li Lin Claire. Grace Anastasia Lim Si Min. Han Xin Yi, magna cum laude. Harish Rai. Hariz Binjaya Ansor, cum laude. Ho Wen Yang, magna cum laude. Ho Zheng Wing Laszlo. Ho Zi Bin Mark, cum laude. Ivy Hu Zhongqi. Janessa Pua Patient, summa cum laude. Janessa Cheng Chen Xin, cum laude. Joshua Chia Han Sheng, cum laude. Joshua Po Ziyang, cum laude. Josiah Tan Xin Yi. Zhang Sangbam, summa cum laude. Justin Lai Junyu, summa cum laude. Kayla Liz Shamir, cum laude. Kara Kang Mei Hui, cum laude. Karen Ho Yong En, cum laude. Keith To Yen Ray, magna cum laude, double degree Bachelor of Laws and Bachelor of Accountancy. Kenneth Teng Jin Wei, cum laude. Kashin Chong Ray Pin, cum laude. Kok Tie Ming, magna cum laude. Ko Ru Hui, cum laude. Ko Zi Xian, cum laude. Tao Jordan, magna cum laude. Lai Jun Zheng. Lai Xiangping, summa cum laude. Lam Nicole. Larry Lo Jingjie, magna cum laude. Lee Andrea Danell. Lee Hui Si Natasha. Lee Junhui Lucas. Li Shen, cum laude. Li Shaoyi David, magna cum laude. Li Ziying, cum laude. Yong K.Y. Amelia, magna cum laude, winner of the Bird and Bird Prize for the top student in IT and the law. Liu Jin Kang Elvin, cum laude. Lim Jiahui Lynette, cum laude. Lim Jin Feng, cum laude. Lim Jin Yi Joshua, cum laude. Lim Zhi Ying Julia, cum laude. Liu Xin Yi, cum laude. Lok Hui Xuan. Lo Yang Kit Marcus, cum laude. Lo Yu Tong, cum laude. Lo Zhiwei Reines, magna cum laude, winner of the Joe Grimberg Top Advocate Prize for Top Oralists in International Moods 2, joint winner. Lok Yi Chen Julian, cum laude. Lo Kai Min Anissa, cum laude. Lo Kai Shen, cum laude. Lu Jianing, magna cum laude. Lu Shenhui Lindsay, summa cum laude, winner of the Portcullis Trust Prize for the top student in Law of Equity and Trust, joint winner, Kua Guk Chu Top Law Student Award awarded by the Ni An Kongsi. Madeline Yu Rei Li. Marilyn Sim Raylin. Matthew Chu Zheng Hao. Maxine Hong Min Sin, cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Ong Si Min, cum laude. Michelle Yap Ching Hua, summa cum laude, winner of the Tan King Feng Prize for Jurisprudence. Mustafa Shafiq Shakir, magna cum laude. Neela Alagusundram, cum laude. Neo Sin Shen, cum laude. Ng Jinwei Ryan, cum laude. Nicole Ng Ning Shen, cum laude. Nicole Therese Lim Su An, magna cum laude. Nicolette Yip Yi Hui. Nyanta Chowdhury. Nur Iman binti Muhammad Sadiq Bek. Olivia Lai Si En, cum laude. Ong Chen Kai, summa cum laude, winner of the VMware Tanzu Enterprise Solution Development Award. Ong Ying Fei, magna cum laude. Park Ling Yu Renee, cum laude. Hurley Pei Zhi Qi, cum laude. Hun Chong Ming, magna cum laude. Tiu Ziyun Joanna, cum laude. From Reuben, son of John Lachmana, cum laude. Semi Chua Chi En, cum laude, Bachelor of Laws and Bachelor of Business Management. Samuel Wong Wei Yuan, summa cum laude. C. Chai Kiet Jane, summa cum laude, winner of the Portcullis Trust Prize for the top student in Law of Equity and Trust, joint winner. Silas C. Sung Yi. Sim Xuan Ting, cum laude. Slevin Chua, cum laude, winner of the Ho Kwon Ping Circle Award. Han Chun Hua Lenvin, summa cum laude. Han Jie Lung, summa cum laude. Han Jing Yi Ray, cum laude. Han Jung Han, cum laude, winner of the IRB Law Prize for the top student in deal making and dispute resolution, negotiation in an age of disruption. Han Kyong Sing Isaiah, cum laude. Han Min Hui, cum laude. Han Ye Jia Hannah, summa cum laude. Han Zhao Kang Desmond. Heng Jia Bei Jeanette, cum laude. Heng Jia Ding Justin, magna cum laude. Teo Yu Ping Sarah, cum laude. Teo Jun Lee, summa cum laude. Teo Wen Yi, cum laude. Thaddeus Tan Chi En, summa cum laude, winner of the Chong Ik Wei and Susanna Lim Prize for Privacy and Data Protection Law and the Pequot Law Prize for the top student in Family Law. Pham Yu Lun, magna cum laude. Valerie Lim Tien Sin. Valerie Wong Li, cum laude. Vera Kwa Li Ti. Wang Song Sin. Wang Yiqian, cum laude. Wee E. Don, summa cum laude, winner of the Joe Grimberg Top Advocate Prize for Top Oralist in International Moods 2, joint winner, and Michael Huang Prize for the top student in International Commercial Arbitration, joint winner. Wang Liang Yong Samuel, cum laude. Yang Mingyu Ellen, magna cum laude. Lo Fuyu, cum laude. Yip Jinsi Brian. Eunice Ka Mei Ying, cum laude. Zan Yo Wen Yi. Maxine Hong Ming Sin, Kwa Gyok Chu Female Trailblazer Award. Now, for the final Top Graduate Award, we are pleased to present the Kwek Hong Pung SMU Yong Pung House School of Law Valedictorian Award to Samuel Tae Shin, summa cum laude.
Thank you, Prof. Lee. May we invite you back to your seat. We would now like to invite Samuel, our LLB valedictorian, to give a speech. Samuel, please.
Dear Prof. Lee, distinguished guests, professors, parents, and friends, it is my privilege to be able to say a few words to everyone here today. To my fellow graduates, congratulations. The road here has not been easy. I still remember when we entered law school, like deer caught in the headlights, especially when our professors cold-called us. Desperate to understand what was going on, we studied in the KGC library until the speakers blared the song. Closing time, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. And even then, some of us indeed did not go home, choosing instead to study past midnight at KGC Commons. And just as we were hitting our stride, COVID struck, physically detaching us from our friends and our professors. Then came the whirlwind of law subjects of ever-increasing difficulty, culminating finally with our favorite, law of equity and trusts. But through all the sweat and tears, we did it, and I'm so proud of all of us. Many of us have sacrificed much to reach this point. Perhaps we've sacrificed time with the people who matter to us. To all the family members here, thank you for being our pillar of support throughout our time in law school. To my mom and dad, thank you for always being there for me and for cooking Maggie mee for me at 4 a.m. while I was frantically completing a certain assignment due on 12 noon the same day. To my siblings, Isaac and Esther, thank you for the love and advice you've given me. I hope that I've made you all proud. As we celebrate our achievement today, I'm sure that, like me, many of us will look back fondly of our time and memories of SMU. In that spirit, I'd like to share 3 takeaways from SMU that I hope can spur us onwards. First, treasure the relationships that we've made here. My 4 years in SMU would not have been so colorful if not for the people who came alongside me. These include my friends who traveled with me around Europe, Annie, Ethan, Joel, Josh, Junli, Kaishen, Lynette, Nicole, Yuking, Zixian, and Ziying. My Vismut teammates who gave their all to emerge as champions, Jane, Brandon, Dawn, Elias, Liz, and Jeremy. My SMU Ivory Keys buddies, Julian, Ray, and Pearly. My orientation group friends, Ellen, Vera, Yiqing, Zheng Qian, and Karen. And lastly, every single one of you seated here for making law school a welcoming and friendly place to be in. I also cannot forget my law professors, some of the warmest and wisest people I've met, who responded to my persistent questioning with great patience and insight. Thank you for inspiring me with the clarity of your teaching, your love for the law, your words of encouragement. I'd like to shout out Prof. Lu for putting your trust in me and venturing with me through a novel area of the law. Prof. Benjamin Ong for generously spending time in supervising my work. Prof. Chen for believing in me when I applied to do IM as a second-year student. And Prof. Alvin C. and Prof. Yeo Tiong Min for your sheer dedication in answering every question that was posted on your Q&A forums. And to my fellow graduates here, I'm sure all of you have friends and professors that you hold dear to as well. Let's not allow these relationships forged over these 4 years to lose their flame. Let's keep in touch with each other so that we can keep on brightening up each other's days. Second, pass down SMU's culture of kindness. I have been blessed to receive help from many different seniors and alumni who generously shared their advice and, of course, their notes with me and selflessly volunteered their time to help with mooting and mediation competitions. I could not have come so far without their help. I also recall that some of you seated here had pioneered, and many more of us contributed to a centralized repository of notes made freely available to our juniors, aptly titled KGC Smugglers. 2 years on, a junior told me that this is now an indispensable resource to them and that they could not imagine life without it. And so a single drop of kindness is all it takes to set a wave in motion. Finally, remember to take care of yourself. One way to do this is to make time for the things you enjoy, despite how busy you are. For me, playing the piano with SMU Ivory Keys was such an integral part of my life that even in the exam hall, I could not stop myself from noisily banging on my keyboard. Playing the piano also helped maintain my sanity during stressful times. And just like me, many of us here also joyfully pursued our passions in the sports, arts, and these societies, despite our heavy workload. As working adults, we may face challenges far greater than those we faced in school. But I pray that we remember the wisdom of our younger selves, who have shown us that there will always be time to pursue our interests and time to take care of ourselves. Ultimately, it is the people around us, the kindness that we receive and give, and the simple enjoyment of life that will give us the strength to keep carrying on. And when we think that the challenges ahead are insurmountable, remember, we did it before in law school, and we'll do it again. Thank you.
Thank you, Samuel, for your touching speech and rousing rendition of Closing Time. He would also like to disclaim that he was not one of those who spent their time overnight in SMU Commons. Now, my fellow batchmates, we just had Law Grad Night 2 weeks ago, and some of you might remember me going around asking you difficult questions on camera, and I told you that it was videos for the bar promotion, but actually I just lied. So now we're all going to see exciting truths that our graduates have to share with us. Sit back and enjoy.
Let's choose one improv challenge card. Okay. I don't do.
Describe your SMU experience in 10 seconds using...
Bottle of beer! Very good!
Toilet roll.
Beer. I think it's very memorable when shared with friends.
SMU is like, this toilet roll is a closely knit community of law students in law school.
My SMU experience, like this bottle of beer, it's extremely refreshing and perfect on a hot day.
It helps us to wipe away all the bad memories in life when you become a student in SMU. So you should join SMU.
We all share this common bond of loving the law and feeling passionate about the law and also loving the people around us, our profs.
Describe your favorite module in 10 seconds using light up glasses, using Tiger Balm.
Constitutional and administrative law, taught by Prof. Eugene.
Comparative law. Was it
Comparative legal systems.
Yeah.
Okay.
Comparative law. Comparative legal systems.
My eyes always light up when Prof speaks.
Wow.
Because right, we learn about Asian tigers there, and then we compare it right to the European or civil law system. So it was like very impressionable. You know?
Asian tigers,
Tiger Balm.
Describe your favorite prof in 10 seconds.
Professor Tam Chi Ho.
Prof. LNC.
Prof. Majid.
He makes
the law quite easy to learn because he always adds all those pictures in his slide and he always tells a lot of stories, so it's quite interesting.
It relates to a bottle of beer because I think got some contract case about oats or beer, but I forgot already because I'm not a very good student. I'm not the best student, but he's the best prof.
She always advocates for a healthy lifestyle, having fun during the weekends, and broccoli is healthy.
He brightens up lessons.
Do a tribute to someone in your cohort in 10 seconds using toilet roll.
Toilet roll.
Min Hui. Min Hui is a very solid sister who will be there to wipe your tears with toilet paper.
Make confession.
I wanted to go for the Taylor Swift concert, but instead I went for the Coldplay one.
I'll rely on her notes a bit too much.
You know, like, I got cheated. I can't tell my friends that because, like, they'll be like, bro, you don't want to go to with us or what?
I rely on his brain a bit too much.
And we see a very loving couple forged right here in law school.
Do you want a toilet paper?
It's for free.
It's for free, right?
I loved SMU, especially studying law.
So I guess what we can take away from this video is that we all enjoyed studying the law and we are all passionate about the law. I'm not sure everyone can relate exactly to Ben and Samuel, but jokes aside, on a more personal note, I am extremely happy and honored to be part of the class of 2023. Despite all the hurdles and the horrible COVID-19 pandemic, we've still forged beautiful memories and strong friendships together. And I hope that as we go on, we remember all the times we've spent together and that we will be friends forever. I'd like to take the time to shout out to some of my friends, Juhi, Janessa Pua, Ben Liao, Ryan, Hannah, Nat, Eileen, Azar, and Yu Tong, who have been with me through this wild ride that is law school. Special mentions to Prof. Chen Siyuan and my mood coaches, Benjamin Tam and Professor Nicholas Liu, for their time, effort, and belief in me. Without them, I cannot stand here and talk to all of you. It's very scary. Okay, I would also like to thank Dato Koh Hui Ming for his high expectations, his support, and advice along the way. Without you, I could not have done this. More importantly, I would like to thank my family, Ma, Ba, Ye, Xuan, 我做到了. Thank you for the patience and the love that you shower me with every day. Last and definitely not least, I'd like to thank my best friends, Shireen and Jiaying, for the encouragement every time I say I want to drop out of school. Guys, I've manned up. But going back to the bigger message that I want all of us graduates to take away, and yes, we are now graduates and not graduates. Graduates, today marks a new beginning in our lives. But let us not forget the people who have supported us through this arduous journey that is law school. Be it our friends that have been in the trenches together with us, or the professors who have illuminated the path for us, or our family and loved ones who have had our back every step of the way. Let today be a day of gratitude and celebration, not just for us, but also for the people around us. And now I've reached the moment that we have all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to announce that we have all graduated from SMU. Congratulations to the class of 2023! Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated while our dean and faculty take their leave. May we invite Prof. Lee to lead the recessional. Prof. Lee, please. Ladies and gentlemen, with these parting words, we have come to the end of the ceremony. Graduates, please follow directions from the school staff, while guests, please remain seated under further notice.